Well, hello. I just flew back from Las Vegas and boy are my arms tired. Well, not really, but I'm pooped. But Las Vegas is a place where you go all the time. And it is fun. There is so much to see and do. It is absolutely amazing. But there's some things I do want to tell you about Las Vegas. So we will get into that. But I stayed at the Mandalay Bay. Absolutely gorgeous hotel. And because I was at a convention, I didn't get to see a lot of other places, although I did get up to the Wynn, which is absolutely filled with incredible artwork. One of the things that, I don't know, I sort of had thought about Las Vegas, I hadn't been there for quite a few years, and I always thought of it as kind of tacky. Well, not really. Boy, oh boy, they spend a lot of money on these hotels. They are spectacular. The artwork is phenomenal. It's a wow just about everywhere you look. But it's also a very, very busy place. When we were there, it was the marathon, the Las Vegas Marathon, was happening on the Sunday we arrived. And boy, oh boy, that was 44,000 people actual running. And along with those, they said about an average of 3 people with each runner. So you're talking a lot of people. It was also the National Finals Rodeo going on, and they said they get about 140,000 people, plus some hangers-on, and it was just wild. It was so busy, and I think you can see that lots of times when you go to Vegas, but there are ways you can avoid it. Check out what big conventions are in town at the time. And also, if you want the best prices too, if you're doing your airfare and hotel separately, which we can do for you, then what we want to look at is what is going on in Las Vegas at that time, because it makes a big difference. If there are big conventions in town, the hotel prices go way up. So we want to avoid those. The least busy times in Las Vegas are June and July. Now, granted, it's hot there then. When I was there in December, it's cool. In the morning, it even dropped below freezing a couple of mornings, and would only get up into the low 50s during the day. But it was bright and sunny every day. So as long as you were in the sunshine, you were okay. But all the pools were closed, and if that's important to you, this time of year is not a good time for you to go. But it's also a very cheap time. This time just before Christmas is very inexpensive. And the time just after New Year's, those are probably the cheapest weeks of the year, along with in June and July. So those are things that you want to look at. Now, when we first arrived, we had sort of 2 trips together, because we arrived to Las Vegas and then left the next day to go north up into northern Nevada, which is really, really gorgeous. Nevada is actually the most mountainous state in the United States. The mountains aren't the highest, but it has the most mountains, and we visited Great Basin National Park. It was absolutely gorgeous. And then we went on to Utah from there before going back to Las Vegas. So our first that first night in Las Vegas, we stayed off the Strip. And if you really want to save money, that's the way to go. You can still go to the shows. Now, granted, you're going to have to pay a little bit for taxis to get over there, but it's not all that far. And you can have hotels that are quite inexpensive. We stayed at a Fairfield Marriott, so it had coffee in the room, it had a free breakfast. It was really, really worthwhile, and it was less than $100 a night. And in that area, too, it was next to a big strip mall next to it. And the first day we had lunch, we had a Thai lunch at a really, really nice Thai restaurant. That evening we had dinner at a Spanish tapas restaurant that was phenomenal. Really, really popular with locals. Now, for that dinner, and we had some drinks with it too, it was what we would normally pay for lunch here. So it was about $24 a person, including the drinks. So that was really reasonable. And the lunches were very reasonable as well. Now, I will not say that for on the Strip. Now, when we stayed on the Strip at the Mandalay Bay, my first surprise in the morning when I woke up, because I hadn't noticed it when I checked in, there was no coffee maker. And I guess that's pretty standard in most of the strip hotels. So that's one thing. If your coffee first thing in the morning is important to you, check that out. I ordered coffee. Haha, $20 for a pot of not very good coffee. So if coffee is important to you, check that out. Our agents here will look up for you to see if the hotel does have it. I looked at most of the strip hotels and most of them don't. So if you stay off the strip, you've got a good chance of getting your coffee maker and lower prices on your meals. We did eat at Charlie Palmer's Michelin-starred restaurant one night that's in the Mandalay Bay. And I have to tell you, that was an exceptional experience. It really was. And it was worth the money. We had wine pairings with every course. We had the chef's menu. And it was about $400 for the two of us. So it was an expensive meal, no question, but it was well worth it. That is a Michelin-starred restaurant. So, and it has a 4-story wine tower in the middle of it. And the waiters and waitresses go up on, like Spider-Man, on these wires to retrieve the wine. It's really quite an experience to watch it. And that's it about Las Vegas. It's the experiences that you have. The theater, absolutely amazing, because we were at a convention. A lot of our nights were taken up, but we did get one night to go see Jersey Boys, and it was phenomenal. The theater was spacious. It had lots of leg room. It was amazing, and boy, oh boy, did they get a standing ovation. It was an incredible show. We did try to get in to see Celine Dion, but she was dark that night. No show that night, so that was our other free night. Other people did go to the Cirque du Soleil, Michael Jackson's Immortal World Tour, and said that was amazing. So there are so many shows to choose from. There's lots to see and do. We can get there easily on Air Canada from St. John, Fredericton, or Moncton, or from Moncton with WestJet Vacations. They package it with air and hotel too. You can look at it that way and get some really good prices. Just to give you an idea on price, this is a real quote at the Luxor for 2 people, $853 per person. The grand total for 2 people was $1991.38 with taxes and everything. Now watch out for the resort fee too, because they do add a resort fee. It's either $15 or $20 depending per night, per night, not per person, depending on the hotel. Some are $15, some are $20. So Las Vegas. It's something that everybody should do at least once. And believe it or not, around the area, there's so much to see. If you're a hiker, there's great hiking. There's Red Rock Canyon. You can do tours to the Grand Canyon, the Hoover Dam. So there's plenty to do. We have many of our clients who go a couple of times a year. They absolutely love it. And, oh, by the way, if you gamble, you do get free drinks. So I didn't gamble, so I never got a free drink at all. Now, our deal of the day. Okay, have we got one for you? $685 to Super Club's Breezes Bella Costa in Veradero. This is a super good 4-star hotel. A lot of our clients really, really love it. The taxes, with the taxes, it's under $1,000. Now the date on that is January the 16th to the 23rd. And it's out of Halifax. Pretty good flight times. So if you want a little escape after all the hoopla of Christmas, there's a good deal for you. See you next week.